You have to introduce your players, then go
Thank
from
you.
there.
Once again, thank you for having us. At my far right is junior goaltender Charlie Brandt. Next to him is number 11, senior captain Charlie Drage. Johnny Grove, senior, number 9. And to my immediate right, number 4, David Wolsfeld, senior captain.
Jonny, you want to take us through the winner? Just off the face-off there, but quite the acrobatic play.
Yeah, so we won the face-off. I won it back to Seth, and we have this play called Lava Cake, and it's where he shoots it, and I'm supposed to go to the net, and he hit the net, and the rebound was there just for me, so buried it.
Where's the name Lava Cake?
Well, we give names to all of our face-off plays, and we're like, okay, we know we do this draw. What are we gonna name it? And all of a sudden, Lava Cake came out. So it's been Lava Cake ever since.
Number 26, Carson Marshall, that's his favorite dessert. So that's where we got it from.
Just for the players, like, what was the emotion like when you thought maybe you cut the lead within one, and then they waved it off, and then eventually you guys do? Just what was that emotion like?
We were all like, we're still in this, let's still keep going. Let's battle the adversity that we thought was a goal and keep going. And we kept our emotions leveled, and we played through all that, and it was amazing just to see the outcome.
Jeff, you're pretty hot coming down from the bench to get an explanation. Was anything that they said at all satisfying as far as not allowing that?
I have a short answer. No.
How do you keep coming back in those situations? Like, you cut it to one and it grows to 2. You cut it to 1 and it grows to 2. What is the key to, I don't know, just keep finding the spark to keep pushing back players?
I mean, if you look at our past 2 games, we were down to Hermantown, down to Warwick 3 times, 4 times, whatever it was. I mean, I think that's just us having trust in each other. And like we said, we were down 2, and after we thought we scored and it got called off, the only word said that we're going to do it together and that we're a family. And that's why we got it done.
For any of you players, I think people looked at the Class A bracket and said, well, it's probably going to be Warwick, Hermantown, and then see what happens. And that was kind of everyone was building up to it. You kept one from getting there, and you beat the other one in the championship. And what can you say about that run? Because you saw everybody.
Our team personally, we like being the underdogs. We knew that everyone picked Warwick, Hermantown, that rematch, and they thought that was going to be the game. We came into it with like remembering last year and remembering that feeling and just wanting to beat both these teams and knock both of them out.
Jeff, do you get the sense this is going to be the last time that your team gets to kind of carry any underdog label moving forward?
You know, every year is different. Every season is different. I'm really proud of these guys and everybody, the coaching staff, and everyone that's put the hard work into allowing our program to be where it's at today.
In what ways is this one different in that, you know, like, there was no massive shot differential in either game? It really just, you could walk off saying, like, we were the better team. So in what ways does that make this run different?
Well, you know, it always takes a team. And if I look at the two championships in the last 3 years, they're very different. You know, we had to have a lot of saves, and we had to capitalize on our opportunities. Tonight we need to have a lot of saves, but we had plenty of pushback and plenty of power, firepower ourselves, and you know, that's the biggest difference. Is, you know, our team is structured different. We have defense and kind of let them go. And so that's the biggest difference, but they both feel pretty good.
David, what are you thinking, when you're prepping to shadow Shagaby like that, and then, to keep him basically off the scoreboard? What does that feel like?
Yeah, I mean, obviously going in, I think he's probably the runaway favorite to win Mr. Hockey. I've had to shadow a few other really good players this year, like Jake Fisher, Tommy Cronin. So I think that probably prepared me for it. But I mean, he takes about 4 or 5 minute shifts, so that was pretty tough.
Is there anything else about him that separates him from the other great players you try to defend?
I would say his hockey IQ is off the charts. Like the one shot he had on the power play where he was just waiting, and then just brung it off the post. But yeah, his hockey IQ is just unreal.
He was just like looking in my eyes, like waiting for me to be in like the awkward position, and he just like shot at 5-hole. Luckily hit my stick and hit the pipe, but he's just crazy IQ, yeah.
Did you ever get sick of him shooting from behind the goal line like 3 or 4 times?
Yeah, he like tried to make it off my head. What is this kid doing? I want to get embarrassed out here.
Did you guys see that, I'm sure you did, but one of the fans came over the glass? Like, what sort of happened with that? Did he just jump over and wanted to celebrate with you guys, or what?
I was just hugging everyone. All of a sudden I see like my friend right there. Like, he's not on the team. Like, what is he doing? I didn't even see him jump over. I just like hugged him and just had him.
Charlie, what were you thinking when you had your hat trick, not the first hat trick of the game, but your hat trick, and you made sure on that one to kind of call it yourself, that was a good goal. What were the emotions like there?
When we scored that tying goal, I felt like the game was ours. We had all the momentum going into it, and then once that finally went, it felt so good. And we were all like, let's do it. We're going. We're going to win this in overtime or with a minute left.
You feel a little bit of like karmic justice. You had to bounce off the official the other day, and then you get another one on the tying goal.
That last goal was a little lucky. I'll admit that.
When did you get the chipped teeth?
Celebrating. I went in first, and then 26 came in and bodied me into the boards, and my teeth just chipped. I tasted something weird in my mouth. I'm like, that's not normal. And then I felt it, and I'm like, that's not normal. So,
You seem dumb and dumber.
it's exactly. But you can replace teeth. You can't replace this moment.
Did like the net feel big to you this week?
I just felt like I was put in the right spots and got lucky and got good passes from my teammates.
Their goalie Hampton, he's never allowed more than 4 goals in his high school career. Like, what was the recipe for you guys to put 6 past them?
Mr. DWG, take this one. When we played him earlier this year, he gave up 2 easy ones right away, and I think we got 4 on him the first game, so we knew that we could score on him. It was just a matter of just getting shots in the net.
Yeah, I'd say getting shots in the net, and obviously he's likely to make the first save, but then getting that rebound, getting that third shot, because that's the ones that are going to go in.
Jeff, you talked about how each year is different, but for so many years at this tournament, Mahtomedi has, kind of gotten there. Finally, we got over that semifinal hump in 2020. I mean, how nice is this now to have a couple in overtime both times?
Well, it's hard to describe, and just to hear you say that Mahtomedi has gotten over that semifinal hump is music to my ears. This team is a special team, and they're close. They have raised the work ethic to a new level, and I was, reflecting during the tournament here that I've only had to raise my voice twice this whole season. Once was at practice back in December, and once was after the first period against Alexandria. But other than that, it's been, let's go to work. It's time to get things done. There's no drama. There's no, clicks here or there. It's a team. They do things together, and they knew that if we were going to come out today on top, they would need to do it together. And my hat's off to them.
For you guys, what did it mean to do it this way? To have to beat Hermantown and War Road in tight battles on consecutive days? It's about the hardest thing you can do. Does it mean more knowing that you took this route?
For sure, yeah. You never want an easy battle. Both super close games, super fun to play in, nail biters. Yeah.
I think it, as we look back, when the dust settles and the gloves and the sticks and the helmets get back to their owners, that will make this championship even that much more sweeter. To be able to know that not only did we beat a foe in Hermantown, but to take down a War Road team that had come in undefeated and basically was the odds-on favorite to just walk through the tournament. And so, it may take a little while, but it will make this win, this championship, that much sweeter.
How much deeper do you think Class A is now, Jeff? Just in that, War Road is expected to walk through it and didn't walk through yesterday. Obviously, fell short today, but just feels like it's becoming almost impossible to walk through this tournament.
I would agree. They're the top 5, 6, 7 Class A teams in the state are all very, very good hockey teams, and you need a lot of things to go right to win a championship, and part of that is grit and skill, but you need things to go right, and there are a lot of teams that have all those components. We're just real thankful that we were able to pull all those components together this year.
You guys, did the 2020 win, did that kind of pull the lid off as far as, hey, we can do this, Mahtomedi can get there from here? Was that something that, even if you didn't talk about it expressively, is something that was in the back of your mind that, yeah, if we play as well as we can, Mahtomedi can think of itself as a championship type contender now?
Growing up as Bantams and Pee-wees, we were always really good and ranked higher in the state, and so we knew we had a special group. We knew we could do some damage, but yeah, freshman year we were all the way up the top of the section just watching them play, and yeah, for sure.
How does it feel for you guys to know that you've probably changed the way that Mahtomedi will be viewed as a program, from really good to one of the really elite ones moving forward now?
Yeah, it's really special. Like Johnny said, we always had good youth teams, and basically all of us came up together. We've known each other for 10 years, and we've been family for I don't even know how long, so that just makes it that much sweeter.
Any other questions? Coach, congratulations on your championship.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.